The sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first and 10, it's Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Washington first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down.
Touchdown, Washington.
Ricky Seals Jones. His third touchdown now on the year.
And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Jackson now. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the adjustment. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 31, Jackson. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their first quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Now Joey Slye for the point after. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, we heard the ball in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough?
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Throwing
throwing now. Jackson on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before half. And a Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Now it's Wilson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
2nd down, another shot for Jones.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right.
And he wisely will throw that one away. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive one of quarter three.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence.
Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This one out quickly to Amendola. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Wilson to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
This is caught. Touchdown. Danny Amendola. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Seattle. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. The give is to Jones, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Man open, here is Jones. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Jackson. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
That's Samuel, caught left side. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a first down carry by Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
Washington on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 56, Mike, 56. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike 52, hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic. Hey, they scared. They scared. Mike 52. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 37. Check 37. Check 26. Check 26.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 81 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell.
And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 29. There he goes, left side.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home act.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Chase Young
able to record his 5th sack of the season. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on second and long. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 intercept.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. This one swung out here to Jones.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Slide for the PAT.
Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Danny Amendola on the return.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And here's Jones again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
57. Mike, 57. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
On third down, Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A nice run leaves him just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called